Hello and welcome back to the Mobius Archives. This is your host, Mobius Rex, and we are playing Let It End. Alright, well, last episode we discovered we need an oak tree to get some of the stuff we need to get constructed done. And one way to get an oak tree is to actually do some mana infusion. Using alchemy catalyst, and some Botania. Now the alchemy catalyst is just like that, and a lot of this is pretty easy if we just get into Botania itself. Alright, so inside the nether, which we have been to before, if I could actually get through here, there we go. Inside the nether, we have a Botania room, which is just about over, there it is, up here. So it's all encased in a whole bunch of bedrock to prevent people getting in. But we were able to get in, and we nicely have a bunch of flowers. We could probably collect all these if we truly wanted to. It does have a few special flowers. It has some of the pure daisies, it has some day blooms, it has some nightshade. And we're actually going to grab all of that using our hands. Because apparently I don't have the right stuff to do it. And we'll also go ahead and scoop up all of this stuff. I'll grab it in another run. Maybe. Actually, we don't need these. We should be able to make them on the surface. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll find out. Alright, here we go. We've just set up a little area to build up our, whatchamacallit? Botania area. And I'm just setting up a few of these blooms. Because we can. That's a day bloom area. We've got a nightshade area. Did I build it wrong? Is that... I shortchanged the side. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, that's good. I want one more. I typically like having one more nightshade, one more day bloom, just so they're producing power day and night, but it's not entirely necessary. We are getting a good supply of solid stone, so we can... Let's grab that and just bring it over to our area and put it around our pure daisies. Like so. This will make up living rock. Living rock is a key component to Botania as it makes mana pools. Living rock and living wood are both key components, and these will change just using the pure daisies just naturally. And I'm going to grab a stack of wood, let's say jungle wood. Usually have no other reason to use jungle wood. Hopefully it don't fall. We'll just wait here a few seconds. I want some water. Grab it from here. Just make an infinite spring over in this section here. I like having hydrogenias, however they're pronounced. Where's my Lexica Botanica? So there's certain flowers generating hydrangeas. They'll suck up any still water in a 3x3 area. They're made like this, so just a few mystical blue petals, etc., etc. Why isn't this working? I would have expected this this stuff to change by now around the pure daisy. Oh. There's it happening. Alright, we'll just dig up a few of these and replace this with wood. And that'll get us a nice good supply, or a nice starter supply of living wood and living rock. There we go. We've harvested the living rock. And we can easily, let's just go back to this crafting table over here. We can easily turn that into a mana pool, just like that. This is a diluted mana tool. We need some stuff from here to make a full-size mana pool. There we go. Living wood. We need at least 6 of these. And we're actually going to need some floral fertilizer. How do we make this? Just a couple of different colors. So yellow and red dye. Or does it have to be... It might have to be dandelion yellow and rose red. I'm going to check to see if we have any. Your fireflower seeds, which can be turned into rose red. And similarly, we can use helium plant seeds to get dandelion yellow. Just like that. Just going to get a few of these. Alright, there we go. Dandelion yellow, rose red. We'll need a little bit more bone meal. I'm just going to chop up a little bit more of this living wood while we have it. And put down a little bit more jungle wood, just to surround that. Not sure if we need more living wood or living rock or living wood. I'll just start with living wood right now. We can fix this up later, get more resources as we need to, and possibly add automate. If we really need to, we may not, depending on what our quests bring us. Or even where our quests bring us. Alright, so that recipe was just a little bit of dandelion yellow, a little bit of rose red, gets us some floral fertilizer. Now what floral fertilizer does for us, just put it down, we get a little bit of these mystical flowers. I'm actually going to hack this open, like so. Just so we have more room for our floral fertilizer to work. Good. And where'd that floral fertilizer go? Just like that, and we get more flowers and more areas. Even in holes I've set aside for my hydrangeas. Let's grab that. Good. Got a good amount now. So that'll work for a start. What we want from there is... let's just take this out. We want a little bit of living wood. Just like that. We'll make 2 of these. These are going to be our mana spreaders. This allows our flowers, our generating flowers, and nightshades, night blooms, whatever, and those day blooms to spread. I'm just going to use mystical lime. Flowers for that, petals for that, and that gives us a couple mana spreaders. Now, mana spreaders, they need to spread somewhere. So let's just put that... where do we want to put this? Let's put it smack dab in the center. Same with you. Same with you. And we could put a mana pool. So this is a diluted mana pool, not the best mana pool. Oh, I know what I need to make. I need to make a wand. Wand of the forest, wand of the living snare. I'm not sure what it's called. We need 3 of these. There we go. 3 twigs. And we need a couple petals. They'll be orange today. A couple orange petals. There we go. Wonderful. Wand of the forest. Now what we can do with the wand of the forest, we can change it to bind mode. It's one of the things. You can smack these things, see what they've collected. So the day blooms have nothing, nightshade have nothing. But we can go ahead, take our mana spreader, switch this to bind mode, shift right click until you see at the bottom there bind mode, and shift right click on the mana spreader, and to the pool you want, whatever you want to charge. You, hello. Yes, thank you. And go to there. So both of these are now going to be filling this up. They only fill, if we go back to the wand, they only fill once they reach the first tick mark. So this one isn't going anywhere, mostly because it's night. This one just started filling up the pool, just because it got past the tick, because these nightshades are actually powering it. Alright, so diluted mana pool, we want a real mana pool. Real mana pools are made very much the same way. We need living rock, just like that, making another diluted mana pool. But the key difference is we drop that, assuming we have a sufficient amount. You'll see the helper text on top of this. If we have a sufficient amount of mana in the pool, this will allow us to change a diluted mana pool into a full-sized mana pool. Now we don't currently, so we are going to have to wait for that to happen. There we go. We could just toss this in, just like that. Just drop it in, and it becomes a regular-sized mana pool. Let's get rid of this diluted one. Diluted mana pools are really only used to make regular-sized mana pools. Now these ones, this one now replaces that particular mana pool that we had. And as you can see, these mana spreaders are still pointing at this mana pool because they're not bound to the pool itself. It's bound to location. And that bit down there is wrong. I want that to be dirt. Give me a second. Alright, some other basic alchemy stuff that we want to get is a petal apothecary. So it's just made with a few cobblestone. I don't remember if it's like this, and like this, and like this. No, we need a full-sized cobblestone. That's easily done. Just take this, break it. And we got cobblestone. Where'd you go? There you go. And petal apothecary. Now, the petal apothecary allows us to actually go ahead. Needs to be filled with water. And so we just scoop that up from there and point it right in the center there. We could probably have some type of tube system to do the same thing. We could check that out in the future. How are you doing? Not really have much in there, but we can get a second mana pool if we really need it. All right. So petal apothecary built. Do we have some other stuff that I want? Flower pouch is incredibly useful. It's just wool and a mystical white petal. Are we lucky enough to have? Yep, we have mystical white. Just need one of those and some wool. We have a good chunk of wool up here if I remember. Is it in these chests? No, it's not made of wool at all. It is string. Right, forgot about that. How are these doing? You full up? No, you're fine. So let's go ahead and make that. It's just, let's make a few wool. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like so. Mystical white petal. And we get a flower pouch. Now the flower pouch is useful because it allows you to carry around a lot of flowers on you without needing to sort it. It'll hold, I think, at least a stack, maybe more. The way you do it is just drop the flower out and pick it up again, and it'll turn up in this pouch, so that black flower ends up in here. Just don't hold on to the pouch when doing it, otherwise it'll just end up back in your inventory like so. So, hands off, like that. Just toss these out of your inventory, and like so, everything ends up in the flower pouch, so you can continue producing as you need to. So here we are back in the nether, just collecting a whole bunch of these flowers, because we now can. Probably could use some type of item to make the collection process a little bit easier. But for now, just using our hands and breaking all these flowers will do us nicely. We're actually looking for a few specific types. Just don't want to lose any if we don't have to. The particular ones that we need to make the hydrangeas, these ones, and these will actually produce a little bit more power around the 3x3 system. They'll suck up a little bit better, a little bit more than the day blooms and the night blooms, and they're able to run constantly as well. So we need blue, we need cyan, and what other did we need? And a pink, huh? You pink? No, you're magenta. Pink is these, I think. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to collect the rest of these flowers and be back in the overworld with you in a second. All right, and while we're still here, we can actually take advantage of this plethora of dirt. Yes, I said plethora. To get more of readily available flowers going on here. It's because this is more dirt than we have available down in the overworld. Alright, so here we are back with a nicely filled bag, but not full bag of petals here. So we need at least 2 of those, I think. Mystical cyan. Where's that pink that we wanted? There we go. Is that all we needed? So I need 2 cyan, 2 blue, or 1 blue actually, and 1 pink. 1 blue, 2 cyan. Go. Pick you. Bleh. Back up, put you back in there. Alright, so we needed, it looked like we needed a couple mana petals. To make a mana petal, just basically drop that in there, just like that, and it gets imbued with mana. So we need one purple, one cyan as well. Oh, don't have enough mana just yet. That's going to be painful. Ideally, we'd be able to make 4 of these, but it's going to take a while. Just toss that right across the world. It's going to take a while for this to generate enough. Alright, so here we go. We have one light blue, one mystical pink, blue mana, mystical blue. Did I use light blue instead of cyan? Oh, bloody hell. Okay, so I made a mistake there. I'm using light blue instead of cyan. If you screw up, just shift right click. You can pull the petals back out. And if you aim properly, you can grab the ones you want. I can't aim properly. Alright, so it's actually blue, mystical blue, pink, and we actually want cyan, which is this one. Just like so. Is that right? So blue, blue, pink, blue, pink. We want mystical cyans. We want 2, just normal. And can you do that yet? No. Okay, we have to wait for that to charge up. It'll take a while. I'll just harvest some of this living rock and replace it with wood, and be back with you in a moment. There we go. And we now have a mystical cyan. Just drop that in there. That looks good. Now you can use pretty much any seed. So I'm just going to grab something from in here. We have a good chunk of belladonna. It's easy to grow too. So we'll try using that. If that doesn't work, we can use probably something else. Toss it in there. There we go. Hydrangeas. And I'm just going to put that in there. You just saw there how the water was sipped up. And that's what the hydrangeas does. It's sucking water. I just want to see if this is bound to anything. I'm going to bind that to that mana spreader just in case. So this one's actually going to start spreading. Give us a little bit more mana. Alright, so we might be able to make a few more of these hydrangeas, produce a little bit more power. That's about all the time we have for recording today. But these hydrangeas are going to give us a lot more power than just having the day blooms and the night blooms going around. Which should make making more easier, faster, better. That mana spreader will increase slowly. Same with this one. And this pool will become a little bit more available. But I'll do a lot of that off camera. Get ourselves working up towards getting that oak sapling that we need for Mistcraft. Mistcraft, witchery. Yes. Alright, this has been Mobius Rex from World with Archives. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a like, leave us your comments and suggestions, and we'll be back with you next time. Have a good day, and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.